before touching that, I was thinking about all what Mike said. You know, we talk about Ash saying this, like it is much closer than we think, which is true, because he will not make that statement if it is not close. Ash will never say something that is not really there. You know, he said it is much closer than we think. And you made a statement about belief, and belief is one of the things I wanted to say today. You know, yesterday I made this statement. I talk about I have redefined OnPassive in my own way. You know, I said OnPassive is about believing. You know, OnPassive is one of the definitions about believing. We must believe that our life will change. If you don't believe that your life will change, your life will never change. You can be in OnPassive, but if you don't have that belief, you see people growing and growing and growing OnPassive, but because you didn't believe. Red talk about being in the fence. But because some of us believe, because some people still doubt OnPassive, say, no, I'll be on the fence until it happens. But when it happens, to catch up will be difficult. You know, you have to believe, come in and learn, because your belief will drive you to learn. But if you don't have the belief, how will you ever learn? And we are believing that OnPassive will change not only our lives, it will change the lives of businesses, it will change a lot of people, things that they've never ever imagined in their life. And the only way you can do is to be in it. The next one is OnPassive is hope. You know, we must be hopeful that our future is bright. If you don't believe or hope that your future is bright, then there is no need to be in OnPassive, because I'm hopeful that my future will be bright because I've already believed. You know, the next thing is to trust in the vision of Mr. Ash Mofara, because he is the captain of the ship. He steers it, he sees everything, he sees the bigger picture, and we are just looking at the tiny bit. So if you don't trust Mr. Ash Mofara, there is no need for you to be in OnPassive, because he can still move this and then do what? Become the world richest man. People are competing now. Who is the first? People are competing for the first place of the world richest man. But Mr. Ash Mofara is not interested in that. He is here to change mankind, humanity. And the next bit is patience, because I've talked about belief, I talk about hope, talk about trust. Now it's patience. Why we must exercise patience is because we know that it is not easy to put things like this. So if you are not patient, they cannot push it. Look at it. There's something we're talking today, you know, Vincent and I, and thank God Bob brought this. We're talking about in software development. There are a lot of things that can go wrong. We saw the biggest IT shutdown. Just to tell you that we are all humans. God is not the one building it. It's human being, you and I, building the software. And sometimes fatigue can kick in. You never know. Will I blame them? I will not blame them. They are humans. So they're liable to make mistakes. And sometimes when that fatigue kicks in, there is nothing you can do. You can even forget one tiny dot, and one tiny dot can cause havoc. What happened? The whole world, global IT shut down, the biggest mankind have ever seen. Not only in United Kingdom, from health services to banks, to stock exchange, to airlines, and all, you can go on and on. Germany, Holland, you know, United States, all this country. I think Canada as well, because I watched it on BBC. I said, wow, this is crazy. And they said it was just little tiny thing that happened, and it caused havoc in the security breach. So the system just collapsed, Microsoft. So when OnPassive is doing all of this, when I saw this, I said, wow, thank God for OnPassive. When they are doing all of this, we are complaining. It can happen to us as well. It can happen to OnPassive as well. So Mr. Ash Mofara is looking at it and saying, you know what? We don't want to go out and tomorrow we shut down again. We need to make sure we do our best. We make sure we tighten all the knot and everything. And for them to do this, we, the founding member and affiliate, must exercise patience. That's why I talked about patience. Patience is one of the key. And above all, it's about love. The biggest is about love. If you don't love OnPassive, then you don't even need to think about OnPassive, because it's about the love of humanity. It was just about that. Mr. Anfa loves humanity. He said, what can I do to change people's life? You know, with all the insult. There was a time I talked to Engineer Mike. I said, how many of us can take this insult? With all the insult, they're insulting Mr. Ash Mofara. He said, you know what? your insult would not make me to change the plan that I have in my heart, because I must fulfill the mission that God has given me. I don't care about your insult. At the end of the day, Jesus said, with his slap, spit, spat on his face, that he embraced it. But today we always look at him. We look at the Almighty and said, he is the greatest, the world greatest man, the man that have ever existed, God, the Messiah. So Mr. Ashmofara, he's taking it. But because of that love that is driving this man, you say, why should 95% of the world struggling, while others are rich and they are competing for richness? What if I share this? Not by going out sharing it, but you must come into OnPassive and participate for virtually nothing, to have something that you will go and take care of your family, your community, and you can start to go out and bless others. Because after that, what will you do with the excess? It was because of that love of humanity that drove Mr. Ashmofara to embark in the journey of OnPassive. So let us be patient. Let us look at all of these key factors and ask yourself, why is it really crazy to do this? Because if it was easy, I made the statement last, I said, if this, what Mr. Ashmofara is doing was really easy, something that I can do, something that Vincent can do, Gina Liver can do, Andy, then we don't need Ashmofara, because we can go and do it ourselves. Ijema can go and do it. But because we know it is not easy, that is why we are here, for someone to do it for us. He has the vision, and it is clear. So let us just follow the guidance. Let us exercise patience. Let us continue to believe. Let us continue to be hopeful, trust, and patient. That's the only thing that will drive us through. They are not asking for anything. No more money. They have not said, bring your this, bring. No, it's just that Mr. Ashmofara needs from us. And who will see the goodness of OnPassive, what Mr. Ashmofara obtained for us.